The game that was played at Emirates today ended 2-2 in favor of no one at the Emirates Stadium, and Arteta was 100% sure that there is no way he could obviously find himself knocked out of this tournament by PSV. And smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, as I told you about the permutations that the club of Arsenal was already through to the next round, and all they had to do was not to see themselves concede 6 goals. And there is no way the side of PSV could obviously go ahead to obviously put 6 goals past the club of Arsenal. And I tell you what, they've come up and they've gone ahead to put up a battle and they've managed to obviously earn their respect back, because they've gone ahead to fight for a 2-2 draw. I made this Arsenal coming in through with a funny starting 11, by the way, and that 11 really sent a message to everyone that maybe Arteta is like, all right, there is nothing you can do. And I've gone ahead obviously know of very many factors as to why some players have not been really lined up into this beautiful fixture of Arsenal versus PSV. Now, this is how Arteta lined up. You know, the lineup was really funny. The back five was okay. Zinchenko this time was played in the midfield. One of those calls that I've always gone ahead obviously make for a very long period of time. Then Sterling started and Quintana was played as a left forward. You know, Mikel Merino leading the line for the club of Arsenal. Jorginho sitting into that single pivot alongside a player known as Declan Rice. That is the 11 of Arsenal. Ben White was in. Lewis Kelly came in through and started. Kivio played in that midfield. So he really made very many huge changes as a manager of Arsenal. And first and foremost, he was so much interested into having players that were really given a yellow card, or were just one yellow card away from missing the next game that he needed in the game of the quarterfinal stage, and he benched them. And that was really a very huge move by the side of Arteta, because he knows to it that these players are really needed, and he knows to it that he has really a very thin squad as a manager, and that's what he did, and it was really very important for the club of Arsenal. And the only player that he started that really had, I think, a yellow card, and if he got a yellow card he could miss the next game, was Raheem Sterling, who really had a very beautiful game for me, and he looked good for me today. And I think the manager just needs to obviously throw him in and see to it that his confidence, it doesn't obviously go down as always. So Arteta also was really eyeing at the game of the game of Chelsea that he's obviously going to be playing over the weekend. Arteta's mind was obviously there, and he knows to it that he doesn't want to see the side of Liverpool walking away with this trophy in the next coming games. He needs to put in a very beautiful shift to see to it that he at least loses this trophy respectively. We all know to it that they've gone ahead to lose it, and Liverpool will obviously take it, but he wants to give them a run for this trophy. But later he brought on Martinelli, Odegaard and Julian Timber, and when he brought on Odegaard, that's when I think Arsenal got one of the best chances of the second half, where he had obviously released Raheem Sterling, obviously getting a 1v1, pressed by defender, hits that ball, and the goalkeeper went ahead to obviously do a very beautiful save into that beautiful encounter. But Arsenal were the first ones to obviously score the first goal in the 6th minute, right? Arsenal scored through Alexander Zinchenko. Then Ivan Perisic went ahead to obviously level that to level up, and it was back to 1-1. Then towards the end of the first half, that was in the 37th minute, the side of Arsenal through Declan Rice went ahead obviously score a very beautiful goal, and for Declan Rice that means those are 2 goals in 2. You know, those at 2 goals in 2. Remember, he came up and really played against Manchester United, and he scored the equalizer for the side of Arsenal. You remember that very, very well. So it shows you that he has gone ahead of his pick up form towards the end of the season, yet Arsenal needed him to obviously be on form, you know. And one of those games that Arsenal will obviously never forget, that have made them really lose the Premier League, was when he was sent off or given marching of orders by the referee, you know. And when you look in the game of PSV, the first one, I think he only had an assist, right? And he never really scored any of those goals that were really scored by the side of Arsenal. But seeing him obviously on target today just gives Arsenal more confidence that maybe when they're playing against Chelsea, he'll be one of those that will obviously step up and live up to the expectation, to obviously put in a very beautiful shift and see to it that all goes on well as planned. So we're here waiting to see how that pans out. But in the 70th minute, Diok Kyohabe went ahead, obviously level this game to make it to 2, and that was its final result in there for you. So that is Arsenal for you, and they've gone ahead to say to it that they find themselves in a position of really going to the quarterfinals. And the other teams that have gone ahead to qualify for the quarterfinals are yesterday we saw PSG qualify, Barcelona, Inter Milan, Bayern Leverkusen, you know. Dortmund have knocked out Lille. Aston Villa have knocked out Club Brugge on an aggregate of 3-1, and Arsenal have knocked out PSV. And now we all know to it that Bayern Munich is obviously going to be playing Inter Milan 8th April. Barcelona is going to be playing Dortmund. PSG is going to be playing Aston Villa. What a game. And remember, this manager of PSG was formerly managing PSV, that is Unai Emery, you know, and he's obviously going to be facing his former bosses. And the other interesting factor into this game is that Marco Asensio has gone ahead to obviously score a brace today, you know. He has gone ahead to score a brace today, with Ian Maatsen scoring that 3rd goal in there for you. So it's really going to be a highly competitive game in there for you, and we'll be waiting to see how things really pan out, because it is really going to be a very tough way of stage. If at all you've gone ahead, obviously follow it up. So that's how things panned out into that beautiful game, and the fixtures are now known, you know. Obviously Barcelona, Dortmund, I think Barcelona will go through. Inter Milan, Bayern Munich, it could go either way. Aston Villa, PSG, you know, it's obviously going to be a very tricky kind of game. So that is it. And I call upon for you guys, obviously come up and obviously subscribe to this channel, so as we hit 25,000 subscribers, right? And then we'll obviously hit at, or look at the 30th K mark if we are really doing the needful. So please, my mates, thank you for waiting in through. I don't have a lot to talk about that game of Arsenal, you know, but you can as well go into the comment section and let the conversation flow. Arsenal is set to play the winner between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid, but the aggregate is still 2-2, and there are a few minutes to go to penalties, and I know they're going to be going to penalties. And when they knock out one, I will be doing a video that Arsenal will be drawn to so and so in there, for it will be a special kind of video that is going to be coming up in a space of 10-20 minutes from the time of upload of this video. I love you all, and you guys are really great. Our second video of the day, third one, is coming through, confirmed to you who Arsenal is obviously going to be facing in the round of 8. Remember, these are the quarterfinals, and Arsenal are really continuing to make money to see it obviously go into the good spending books of the financial fair play rule, because this Champions League is obviously gifting these people with lots and lots of money in there for you. The game of PSG and the game of Atletico Madrid and PSG is going to penalties, right? So we are waiting to see who is obviously gonna knock out who yesterday Liverpool were knocked out on penalties, and now it's Madrid facing the side of Atletico Madrid.